Hello viewers, I am Amar Dilawar and in this video we will discuss about the professor scholarship in South Korea. That how can you get the professor scholarship in South Korea for your masters and PhD degree. As you people know that there are two main scholarships in South Korea for your masters and PhD degree. One is very famous scholarship which is known as GKS scholarship and the other scholarship is known as professor scholarship. The GKS scholarship is very competitive scholarship and only 5 to 10% students can get GKS scholarship. But on the other hand, mostly students who are in Korea for their masters and PhD degree, they are on professor scholarship. And it is very easy to get this professor scholarship. There are some tips and tricks to get this professor scholarship. So as you know that this is the admission duration for most of the universities for the 2022 fall scholarship for the masters and PhD degree. In my Suncheon University, the admissions for MS and PhD are also open. I have made a special video about the Suncheon National University that how can you apply for admission and scholarship at the Suncheon National University. You can access the video from the I button and I have also attached the link in the description box. So specifically in this video, we have invited one guest who is on professor scholarship in my university. So he will guide you that how can you contact the professor in different universities in Korea and how can you get this scholarship. So let's start this video. So in this video, I have invited Mr. Nakib. He is on professor scholarship in my university. So Nakib, first of all, I would like to welcome you to my YouTube channel. How are you?
I'm fine, and thank you first of all for giving me an opportunity to express some descriptions regarding the scholarship.
So Nakib, first of all, please briefly introduce about yourself. That what is your degree, what is your major, and from which country you belong.
So my name is Mohammad Nakib Nawaz, and I did my Bachelor's of Science in Civil Engineering from University of Engineering and Technology, Texla, in 2017. Then I did my Masters of Science in Geotechnical Engineering from National University of Sciences and Technology, Islamabad. So I'm basically from Pakistan. So I recently completed my master's degree from NUST.
So Nakib, you recently joined our university. I think this is your first semester. So please guide my viewers that how you contact the professor. Many students, they are worried. They think that mostly professors, they don't reply. So please tell us how you contact the professor, how you find their email address and how you find their research area which is relevant to you. So please guide my viewers that how to contact professors and how to find professors.
So basically the process of contacting the professor is not that difficult as we basically think. So I will elaborate some tips regarding to contact the professor. So first thing is you need to know the list of universities of in any country. For example, if you want to apply in Korea, so you can download the list of universities
Yes,
in
for
Korea.
Korea, they have a specific list of universities with all the majors. So I have also attached that file in the description box, so you can get all the universities which are in Korea with their departments and with their major.
So then you can download that list of universities. Then you need to do some homework, like you need to search individually every university and related or relevant professors of your major. So after preparing your own list of professors, then try to note down the emails of your relevant professor, and most importantly, you must know the expertise of every professor. So when you try to contact any professor, please keep in mind the expertise and specialities of
that his
that
research area and your research area must match, because mostly students, they send some random emails to professor, then they say that we don't get reply from professor. So Nakib is saying a very important thing, that the research area of professor and your research area and your previous degree, it must have some resemblance. Then if you have some resemblance with the professor, then there is need to send him email, otherwise you have to find another professor. So Nakib, now is the very important question, that now we have the email list of the professor whose research area is relevant to us. So now how to write an effective email to the professor so that he will reply you, and also tell this point to my viewers, that to how many professors in Korea did you send emails, like whether you send email to one professor or five professor or multiple professors before getting an acceptance letter?
Yeah, so it is one of the most important thing that decides whether you are going to be enrolled in any university. So I think most important thing is your email. So there are some tips regarding to write an effective email. So first thing is, do not write any irrelevant thing in your email. Be to the point and just briefly introduce yourself in one sentence, and then try to explain your relevancy of your research experience and how you can convince your professor that you are most suitable to be hired by that professor. So this is one of the most important thing if you are explaining your hobbies and things like that. So most importantly, professor is not interested in these things. So what he is interested about you is basically your research experience and how you can be useful for him in regarding your research, and how how it has some resemblance with the research expertise of the professor. So if you will write to the point email, definitely professor will contact you or will reply you back. And then another thing that matters the most is you must have a good research profile plus academic profile. So the another most important thing is obviously your research profile and your academic profile. If you are not good at research and if you haven't done anything in your academia, definitely professor will not reply you back. So these are the most important thing you must keep in mind. First thing is your resemblance, your research resemblance with the research expertise of your professor. The next thing is your research profile, how strong it is. And the third thing is your academia, obviously. So if you have good academic records, it gives the impression that you have done work hard in your academia as well. And then obviously research work is the most important thing. So in that case, you will get the reply.
Okay, thank you, Nakib, for explaining the important topic in detail. So now we will discuss another thing, that what are the documents which students they must prepare before applying for acceptance to a professor. As you know that the documents requirement they vary from university to university, but there are very basic requirements which the students they must prepare before contacting the professor.
Actually, if you got the acceptance of professors, so he will guide you all the procedure regarding all the procedure, and you need not to be worried about this.
Yes, here Korean professors they are very good.
Yeah.
Like if they accept you, so then they will attach one student from their lab, or they will attach one administrative officer to you, and he will guide you about all the procedures. So don't need to worry about the documents. First main thing is to get acceptance from professor.
Yeah, and the next most important thing is you need to be prepared about is you must get your documents legalized from Korean embassy.
Yes, this is
so
very
this
important.
is the most important requirement. So as soon as you get your academic degrees, try to get it legalized from Korean embassy if you want to pursue your PhD or higher studies in Korea.
So I want to add one thing here, that now Korea is very strict. Without your documents attested from the Korean embassy or without your documents being apostilled, you will not get admission in Korea in any case. So Nakib, now very important question regarding finance and regarding scholarship. So mostly there are two scholarships in Korea. One is GKS, which is a fully funded scholarship, and the other is professor scholarship. So all of the viewers, they already know that GKS is a fully funded scholarship. They will pay you airfare, they will pay your insurance, and they will pay you a monthly stipend. So as compared to GKS scholarship, what do you think, that professor scholarship is good? The money, the scholarship amount offered by professor is good as compared to GKS. What is your point of view on this matter?
Yeah, if we do a comparative analysis of finances of GKS scholarship and the professor funded scholarship, so as far as I know, the professor funded scholarship is much better than the GKS. So if you got acceptance of professor, so you will definitely get more salary than the GKS scholarship. So you can even save the amount equal to the total scholarship of the GKS basically.
Here I want to add one thing, that whenever you are contacting professor for acceptance letter, in first email never discuss scholarship amount or salary. So after getting acceptance from professor, the professor, he will offer you some amount. He will offer you that he will pay you, for example, $1,000, $1,500 for your master's or PhD. Then after getting an estimate amount from the professor, then please discuss this amount with any of your friend who is already in Korea. Then he will guide you in a better way, because in most of the cases for master students, the professor scholarship is not as good as compared to PhD students, and students, they don't have an idea that how much amount they need for their survival in Korea. So my suggestion is that before accepting any offer from the professor, please first discuss it with any of your senior or friend who is already studying in Korea. And mostly in professor scholarship, as Nakib told you earlier, you will get a handsome amount as compared to GKS, but it varies. Maybe in the beginning professor will give you some less amount to check your research capabilities. So if you are performing good in research, if you publish more papers, then professor, he will pay you according to your profile. So Nakib, thank you very much for your time and explaining all the things regarding professor scholarship. So viewers, if you have any question regarding this video, please leave in the comment section. So Mr. Nakib has a very famous YouTube channel relevant to the civil engineering or geotechnical field. So his channel name is Geotech with Nakib. So if your research area or if your degree is relevant to his research of area, then please go to his channel and subscribe to his channel. The link to his channel is also attached in the description box, and you can also see on the screen. So if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. See you in next video. Take care. Allah Hafiz.
Allah.